is the outrage. So Hamas is using civilians as human shields, both financially, forcing Gazans into economic hardship, while Hamas leaders live in luxury in hotels and villas, countries like Qatar. And of course, they're also being used as physical shields, as Hamas fighters recently confessed in footage released by the IDF explaining how Hamas houses command centers and war rooms underneath one of the largest and most advanced hospitals in Gaza, Al-Shifafa.
المستشفيات أغلب المساعيات بتتخبى من المستشفيات. مثلا الشفا فيها طابق بودرة، ممكن في البودرة. الشفا كبيرة، مش صغيرة الشفا تبعها. قلت لك عشان المنطقة الشفا أمينة، بتنقصفش. يعني آمن لهم.
Because they know Israel values civilian life and will think long and hard before attempting to attack Hamas there. After all, civilian deaths in Gaza help the Hamas cause, and they hurt Israel's. The terrorists know that. So they deliberately hide behind and near civilians, women, children. So what is Israel supposed to do? That is the question I am going to be focused on for the hour, and I will take your live calls on this at the end of the show. We'll put up the number in a moment. But fortunately, the U.S. government understands it.
What a lot of people are calling for is just a stop to Israeli military action against terrorists, period. Just stop. No more. Israel cannot go after terrorists who conducted this largest massacre of Jews since the Holocaust and who continue to fire rockets and continue to attack Israel. We have taken the position that Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorist attacks.
Earlier today, Hamas released a video showing 3 women who were taken hostage on October 7th, a video that the Israelis call brutal propaganda. Despite all of this, many around the world are calling for a ceasefire, meaning Israel should capitulate and Hamas wins. Joining me now, Hussain Abdul-Hussain. He's a research fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, and Hal Kempfer, retired Marine Corps senior intelligence officer who was stationed in the Middle East. Thank you both very much for coming on the show. Appreciate it. Hussain, let me start with you on this issue of humanitarian aid. I mean, explain to us why it is so difficult to send any humanitarian aid or fuel or whatever it is into Gaza without it getting into the hands of Hamas?
Well, the biggest problem here would be fuel. I think Israel has so far accepted aid to go through the Gaza border. But fuel especially, we know that Hamas needs fuel to keep its tunnels both lit and ventilated. And to do so, they've been using all kinds of fuel in Gaza, whether fuel with the UN or whether fuel that hospitals use or other facilities. So this has forced the Israelis to say no fuel goes to Hamas in the hopes that if they do that, then the tunnels might go dark, the ventilation might stop, and maybe Hamas will come out and fight the idea. The other kinds of aid is...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. The other kinds of aid is currently going. I mean, the first week was in limbo, but now there's a mechanism that they're going through Egypt, through the border crossing, going through Rafah, and all the way only to the south of Gaza, where we know that the concentration of the civilian population has moved. So not all the way to the north.
All right. And Hal, I want to talk about those tunnels again. And again, this is Hamas doing it on purpose, right? Putting tunnels underneath civilian areas, putting, it seems, a leadership area underneath one of their prominent hospitals there. As a practical matter, what can Israel do when that is the situation?
Well, Dan, I put them in a tough situation. I mean, a hospital under international law, the law of war, is a protected site, and as would be a school, and there's other protected sites. Obviously, Hamas knows that probably better than anybody else. However, if it is being used for legitimate military purposes, if it's being used for military operations, as this has been shown to be used, it is technically a lawful target under the law of war.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.